Welcome back to the GP podcast with Stefan, aka Bazooka Bird, and myself, Mick, aka Van Mick. And today we're talking about why do we love open world games so much? And before we dive into the topic, Stefan, do we have to tell something about what's going on, about what will happen on the weekend for you?
No, not pretty much. I go again to a meetup, digital nomad meetup, still in Portugal. It's getting freaking cold here in Portugal, so getting ready to put my winter clothes on. And
Jeez,
other than that, yeah, it's like yesterday. I was crazy cold, but yeah, other than that, nothing new to tell you. And how is your life going? Where are you actually now? Because you went from one place to the next one again, and now
Yeah,
you're again to the next place.
I was 3 days in Taiwan, and now I'm in Vietnam and enjoy the warm weather, the 32 degrees.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, back in the warmth because Japan was getting cold as well, probably similar to Portugal. Taiwan was okay, and now Vietnam is warm again. Yeah.
Awesome.
Then I would say let's dive right into the topic. You want to start with the first question?
Sure, let's go. So, Michael, do you remember your first open world game? Share your memories.
That's funny because I have the same question. And that's why I can tell you what my first open world game was. My first open world game was actually, I thought about it, I think it is true, it was Pokemon. Pokemon is an open world game. Most of them, not all of them, but most of them are open world games where you can go wherever you want. And I was a big Pokemon fan from the beginning because I was in the age for Pokemon and Pokemon was booming there. So that was probably my first one. And then it went on with, for example, I don't know, some games for small kids like Animal Crossing or something like that. And then some PlayStation games like Driver. Driver was the GTA now. Stuff like that. And at some point, World of Warcraft came in, but we are not allowed to talk so much about World of Warcraft, otherwise we get the comments again.
Yeah.
What about you?
Awesome. When you talk, then I had to go a little bit more in the past. So I think I played first on the Nintendo, but I don't would say there are any open world games like Mario or something like that. That's not open world, or
No.
Aladdin and what I had many kind of games. So, but it was always a story. You went from one point to the next point. And then I think the next would be Nintendo. And I don't know if you would say it's open world, but then Need for Speed maybe.
Yeah, you could say so. Need for Speed, was open world, definitely.
Yeah. So I
true.
think, and I had on the Nintendo, I had something similar than GTA, and that was also open world. And you could have weapons, kill, police is coming, all this kind of stuff. So
Okay.
I don't remember what was first.
Mm.
So, but yeah, something like that. I would say I would go with the Nintendo games from the past. And then on the PC, my first open world is then Habbo Hotel or Made in 2. Yeah.
Habbo. The question is, what is the definition of open world, right? Where is open world that you can go everywhere, not mentioning the progress of the story or something like that. So then Habbo Hotel is definitely open world game.
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
Yeah, and its definition. Yeah. But yeah, I can tell you I still remember that day. My cousin was telling me I should play this online game Metin 2, and then I started to play, was leveling, I think level 6 or 7, and then I started to can kill a bear, and that was my biggest moment. I was so strong I could kill a bear, so that was pretty awesome. Then I got my first mount to ride. That was also pretty awesome, and so a good, nice progress to start with MMO. So yeah,
That was probably
was
the
nice.
best thing to go from a game like Metin 2 to other games like World of Warcraft, because for me it was
Yeah.
different. For me, I started the MMO games, also open world games. We're talking again about WoW, okay. World of Warcraft, I started with World of Warcraft MMO, and then I tried Metin 2 as well at some point, and my experience was the classes were creative, definitely. The graphic was shit. And then you got into the game. I had a character, I liked him. It was a little bit clanky, everything. And then I saw people standing in front of a stone and hitting the stone all the time. All the time. They didn't do anything else. They only were hitting the stone all the time. And I was standing there as well, hitting the stone. Nothing happened for minutes, hours, days. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
for me. That was my experience with
Yeah.
Metin 2.
I think why I like this game and still could play this game is actually because it remembered me to the past, to the experience
Yes.
I had as a kid.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I'm addicted to it, so that I'm
Yeah.
still thinking about and want to go back and play this game. But yeah, other than that, if you think about the mechanics and the features in the game, yeah, there are nice features, but there are also like you said, staying in front of a stone, hitting it, and if you kill the stone, you get items. So that's the reason why you kill the stone.
Okay.
And there are also coming monsters out of the stone. Then you get experience, so you can also level. So that's the reason why you would hit the stone. But it's pretty dumb. You can stay there AFK. Yeah. So
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Fair
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
There were also games, MMORPGs I played in between. It was like I tried Cabal for a little bit. That was a game for you.
Awesome game.
And I tried one game where I was into it a little bit more as well. Was Shaya. I don't know if you know Shaya.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I played that a little bit more. And
Runes of Magic, I think.
Runes of Magic,
also,
right? Runes
Yeah.
of Magic was there.
Yeah.
At this time where World of Warcraft, every new MMO was called, this could be the World of Warcraft killer, and blah blah blah. And then Rune of Magic came, and then they said the one USP for Runes of Magic was you can mix classes together. That was the USP of Runes of Magic. I know it, and I thought, oh Jesus, that's so cool. It was not bad, but the gameplay was still nothing was comparable to World of Warcraft ever in the gameplay, and that was the main thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I came pretty late to World of Warcraft, and I think I tried. Actually, I think all of the open world games actually, like Fliff. I don't know if you know Fliff.
Yeah, Fliff
like,
was famous. Yeah?
Famous. The best thing about that, you could fly. That was the reason why I want to play it. You can fly.
It was a USP.
Yeah, or Ion. Ion was pretty awesome. I liked
Ion
it
was awesome.
because you could play the angel or the devil, and you have wings. You can fly. You can fly in the air with your wings. So that was pretty awesome. I liked it, but I played on a private server, and that was pretty buggy. So that's why it was not nice to play. Terra, or Terra. I don't know how to pronounce it in English actually. So yeah, there was like you played Herr der Ringe,
Lord of the Rings, yeah. Lord of the Rings
Yeah, Lord
Online
of the
was
Rings.
was was actually a really good game. To be honest, was a really good game, but it died. I
Was
don't
it a
know.
good game? Was it a good game because there was a story behind or a movie behind it, and that's why it was good?
No, I
But
was not into the story and the movie. I thought the
okay,
classes were cool. You had
okay,
It was completely different from the classes in World of Warcraft, and at this point it was very nice. You had a rune mage, so you had runes to collect and then cast with the runes and stuff like that. You had a bard. I played a bard as well. That was also very cool. That was the healer there. Also, yeah, it was a very nice game, and the gameplay was not shit. So it was
yeah.
it was not on World of Warcraft level, but it was probably the second one. It was not bad. Yeah.
Yeah. And you mentioned Cabal. I like Cabal because the animation of your skills that they went crazy, and also the features mechanic was pretty good in the beginning, but the gameplay was clunky, so it was not feeling smooth. You moved like a robot, so that was like, if you compare it to World of Warcraft, a different world, but there was nice parts actually, and that's why I liked, and I also had great time with my cousin as well. I played actually most of the games when I tried any kind of games with my cousin actually. Yeah.
Mm. I played one game, but I cannot remember the name. But it was very special as well because you were level 10, for example, but you could buy weapons level 60. You could also equip the weapons level 60 and play with them, but you only made 1 damage or 2 damage with them. But that was cool because I bought them, I equipped them, and then I looked like a level 60 or 70 guy. It was cool.
I don't know which game this was. No.
Yeah, it was pretty good graphics as well. So yeah. But most of the games died, so only a few are still there. But Guild Wars 2, it was Guild Wars 1 probably then, but Guild Wars 2 was also one of them, and I liked it as well, but the player base is not huge. But in general, the gameplay is pretty good of Guild Wars 2. I don't know if you tried it.
No, I
No?
never played it. There was one
Mm.
reason why I never played it, because I don't know.
The art
I
style?
think I didn't. I think I didn't like the style, how the character was moving or something like that. I don't know if
Oh,
it
really?
was.
Okay.
Yeah. There was
Yeah,
like some golems in the game. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure,
yeah.
but something I didn't like. But yeah, you and Rodo was liking the game pretty much. Yeah.
It was a cool game, yeah. Yeah, in general, a lot of crazy cool games out of these kind of things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, if you would create a game without budget, what would it be?
Ready Player One.
So in the AI world,
Yeah, I would create Oasis.
Oasis as an
Yeah,
open world game.
it is an open world. You have your character, you can go and you can go every direction you want to go. But it is Oasis is for me the
The peak.
glory. I don't know. Yeah, it's the peak
That's
because
the end game.
also, for example, if you think about the NPC who was like, or the one who was creating that, and he died, but he was still in the game somehow, and in the end he was pretty real in the game, so it was like, the feeling was like he went into the game. Yeah, so NPCs feel real, the game feels real. The Easter eggs are pretty awesome. If you win the Easter eggs or you find all keys and you do the last thing, yeah, it's nice. There are so many cool things about, and it's not only a game, because it's like more like a real big open world, and in this open world there are different games from different people. It's like Habbo Hotel, but more advanced, yeah. So
Better graphics.
yeah, with everything, mechanics and yeah, but and also like for yourself, how you experience the game, you see everything, you can feel it if you buy the suit, and if you get a hit, you feel the hit. If someone is touching you, you feel a touch, and
I know the scene.
yeah, so that's pretty funny and pretty awesome. So if I could make a game, I would create Oasis.
Mm. Yeah, it's
What about you?
probably a no-brainer. Yeah. It's probably every gamer's dream to build something real like that, where you can go into it and be in this fantasy world. I would say it's like a Marvel universe, and you're a Marvel character. You know, it's something like this, like that. And it's every gamer's dream, and we're probably pretty near to this, but it's still not happening.
Yeah, let's see if Mark Zuckerberg is doing it.
Yeah,
What was your thought? What had you in mind before I was telling Oasis?
No, I was also thinking about a completely immersed game into the VR world. Not really the concept of Oasis, but um, more a high fantasy game where you can also create your character, and then you start with the character like this. Literally a MMORPG, but only in the AI world, you know, or in the AI world, in the augmented reality world, AR world. Yeah, that's
All right,
everyone's dream.
you can create it in my Oasis, no problem.
No.
It's funny if you have a question, you already know the answer from you.
Maybe I can
All right,
surprise you.
but maybe you have some other thoughts as well. So, which open world games have the best story?
Okay, I pick another. I pick an outlier maybe. The best stories. I told you a couple games I played and I liked a lot. For sure, you have to mention the GTA games, right? GTA games,
Yeah,
open
would
world
go.
games, best games in the world. No doubt about it. And the story is
And
also
still
nice.
is.
Still is. Look how many people. GTR RP. That's so cool. I wanted to join GTA RP so much, so many times, but never did it. But that's so cool that you can do something like that in a game. Yeah, GTA is definitely one of those games. But I don't know if you played it. The Witcher 3
I
game.
have it here on the list.
Mm, very good game. Very nice story. Also, one game which I dived very much into it was The Elder Scrolls Oblivion. I don't know if you ever played it, but that was one of the greatest open world games for me, because you could do anything in the world. You could steal things and stuff like that, and when the guards catch you stealing, you go into jail, and then you can break out of jail, and it's so cool. Yeah, it was a very nice game.
Yep, true. Yeah, and of course, World of Warcraft. Don't forget World of Warcraft.
That was the obvious one, but everyone knew that we were talking about World of Warcraft then. But no, I recently played a game a couple months ago, Ghost of Tsushima. If you're into samurai things and stuff like that, Ghost of Tsushima is amazing. It's so you dive so deep into the culture and the whole theme. It's so cool. You get the whole feeling of being a samurai. And the game style, the combat of Ghost of Tsushima was so immersive and so cool, and you really felt you're a samurai. You really felt it. It was so cool. Yeah.
Is the combat system like I played, for example, Batman on the PS5, I think.
Mm.
So every time someone was trying to hit you, you get like a signal, and then you have to press a button to counter that.
Right. Yeah.
And then you can do crazy stuff afterwards.
Then you can fuck him completely. Yeah.
Yeah.
For example, in Ghost of Tsushima,
nice.
it's like that when you dodge like something, or you have that button and you hit the button at the right point, you finish him instantly off. So you instantly take your sword and make one hit, so and then he's dead.
Okay.
That's one of the coolest
Crazy.
things. Yeah. Max.
Nice.
It's also Hogwarts Legacy has also the same system. There you get a spell when someone wants to hit you, and you can reflect it, and then you make a barrier and you reflect the spell. Hogwarts Legacy, I have to say, it's very, very underrated. But the the battle, the gameplay, the combat is amazing. The combat is really, really good. Amazing, yeah.
Interesting.
These are
Crazy how many games we played. Not only World of Warcraft.
Yeah, we played a lot of games and a lot of outliers, a lot of special games. Yeah, but there are a lot of good games on the market. I tried Elden Ring as well, but I don't know. I'm probably way too bad for it. It was so hard. Maybe you have to get used to those kind of games, but it was pretty hard for a player who never got into this genre. The only thing I played in this genre was probably Devil May Cry, if you can say so. Maybe it's a little bit like that, but yeah. Other than that, if you're not into Soul games, it's really hard. No. What was the hardest game you ever played in case of open world?
Hardest game in open world?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a joke, but it's a funny joke. Minecraft.
Yeah, depends on the mood. Yeah.
The hardest game I played. Boy, that's a hard question, actually.
It is.
You have something in mind?
Yeah, my hardest game was Elden Ring, probably.
Elden Ring?
Elden Ring was ridiculous hard. If you're not going, because in Elden Ring you can also do a lot of stuff and find armor or swords or something like that, and then everything is easy. But if you go the normal way through Elden Ring, it was really hard. So I had to probably try hard very much to progress in the game. Yeah.
Boy, it's really hard to tell you. Like, I'm trying to think about a game which was hard to play, and then the first thing what comes in mind is Street Fighter, Tekken. If I played with my brother-in-law or something like that, they completely destroyed me. So if you have no experience in that, you fuck up.
I think for me, not only open world game, but in general, the hardest game I played through was probably The Lion King on Nintendo 64. You know the game? König der Löwen? Where you play Simba or Mufasa?
Play that? There's a game out where you can play Simba?
I'm not sure anymore. I think you played Simba. Yeah, you played Simba.
Okay.
I did. Esmagold played it a couple months before, I think, too, because it was so hard. It was a very hard game. I played it with my father, and my brother and sister were also. We played it as a family, but it was very hard.
Funny.
Okay, then we go with Minecraft.
I go for World of Warcraft.
When you go into Mythic,
because
for example?
No, for example, when I went into it, it was hard. Or for example, if I go into World of Warcraft Classic, crazy. I'm completely lost. Like, where do I have to go? I don't know.
If you're
I
not
have
used
to
to it,
read the quest. What? So
yeah,
yeah,
you have to search for hints in
so
the quests to know where to
yeah,
go. But yeah,
yeah. So yeah, I go for World of Warcraft because it's a big game, and I there was a time where I also was a beginner, and where I was playing against you in the PvP, and you completely destroyed us, and so yeah, World of
yeah,
Warcraft.
that's experience. Yeah, yeah, it's like always. Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Um,
So, Michael, what makes an open world game unforgettable for you?
the thing was what was appealing with open world games all the time, and it started with Pokemon, was that you could create your own memory and your own decisions. You know, it was not the game who guided you through it, so, because it was you. You could do whatever you want, and mostly when it comes to open world games, you have something to collect to get better and to have progress with your character, and that was the thing which catched me. That was the thing with Pokemon. You had your team, you leveled up your team, you could customize a little bit your team and stuff like that. So that was what hooked me, and that was also the route to World of Warcraft, because World of Warcraft had everything what I seeked and what I wanted through this road. Because when I got into it, then you had the character you progress. It's a game which your time you invest into the game is rewarded because the game never ends. So that was the thing. You have the character, you can go wherever you want, and you can make progress. The progress of the character. That was what catched me in the open world games every time. And it's not only World of Warcraft. It's a lot of, as I said, Ghost of Tsushima, for example. You progress your character. You collect different samurai armor. Each armor is different with benefits and not benefits. Um, so or different swords, different skins for swords, stuff like that. So yeah, that's the cool thing of those open world games for me. What about you?
I think it is like a second life which you live. So you create your character, and that's, for example, you live another life, you live maybe also something out in a game which you cannot fulfill in the real life. So I think for myself it is, you are one of the hero,
Mm.
and you are, yeah, the hero part, I think. Getting strong as possible and save everyone. So always try to be the best, and that's why I think I play most of the games. I want to be number one, and there are many things where you can prove it, and that's why it is nice. And yeah, World of Warcraft, I think I already told it, like, there was, I think that was the, I think it was Draenor, where you had this arena, and I went into this arena, and I played 15 versus 15, all versus all, and I didn't know it that this will happen, and then in the end I went out as the winner. Best moment in my life in World of Warcraft. I went crazy. I had shiver and all this kind of stuff. So that was crazy, unforgettable, and yeah. And that's also proved the point. I was the hero. I was the only one who survived and killed everybody else.
That's the point. These are the memories. I mean, it's probably for the brain. It's probably very similar as the Romans, where they were in the Colosseum and survived. It's probably for the brains pretty similar. So it's almost like you went to the Colosseum.
Yeah, I don't know if you know the movie Gladiator.
Yeah.
Um, Crazy movie. I love it. Watch it maybe 10 times now. So, and World of Warcraft did actually the same. So you went to the platform, everybody was standing, and the platform was going up, and then you was in the arena, and I was like, what the hell is going on now? And then 10 seconds later, we play all against all, and I was like, what the hell is going on? But yeah, I think maybe all was shocked, and nobody was thinking about what will happen. And maybe because I watched Gladiator 10 times, maybe I was there with the best strategy and could win the fight and looked for the weak ones and strong ones and try to kill the strong one with the weak ones together and then going for the weak ones on my own. So that's why I was winning. But maybe the movie helped me to do that.
Maybe. Did you play Frost Decay or Blood Decay there?
Frost Decay.
Frost. Oh, okay. Oh, crazy. Yeah. Yeah. It's still.
They should bring it back. They should bring it back. That was
that's the thing.
So fucking nice.
It's still so questionable for me why they got rid of this one. It's such an epic thing to go up into the arena with this whole kind of thing, and then it starts. And the arena itself was very cool. It was such a nice mode. Why did they get rid of it? That I don't get.
And even then, it was so hidden. And I only went there because I had a quest. Otherwise, you would not go there and would know that there's something exists like that. And you have to go there to join actually this event. Otherwise, you couldn't join. I think. And
you only could join if you built the thing in your garrison. If you would build another post in your garrison, I think you don't get it, right?
Like I said, I didn't know what happened. I didn't know that there's something existing like that. So I don't know how you can get it actually. So, but the best moment in World of Warcraft history in my life.
And such moments.
And I could had it on video, but I was not filming. So unfortunately,
that's unfortunate. Yeah. But such moments only those kind of games can create, because you cannot get such a moment from an RPG or something like that. It's literally not possible. But that's why we love those games. They create memories like that. It's stunning. Yeah. Yeah, that was actually a similar question to mine. I only have one left. What games genre did you play most in general in your life when you look back? Which genre would be the game you played most?
I played a lot on Nintendo first. Mario, couple years. In total, World of Warcraft is the most played game in my life, in hours and days and months measured. So, and if you compare it with Metin 2, Cabal, which I also played many years, and all the other games I tried, Terra, Ion, and more, I think MMORPG, yes, is the most played genre in. So I played mostly open world games.
Yeah, open world games definitely, and I think MMORPGs as well. Because when I think back, this was the crazy time for us. When we grew up, this was the crazy thing. Yeah, to connect with people, to play with other people.
I mean, we had also our seasons. I mean, I played a long time FIFA, FIFA Street on the Nintendo GameCube. I played a lot of Need for Speed, Most Wanted, Need for Speed Carbon, Need for Speed, whatever there are. So Super Mario, all levels. I played Shooter, Battlefield 1, Battlefield, Bad Company, COD. So we had all our experience. I think we played all our stuff and we played it for a long time. But most MMO and most game World of Warcraft.
Talking about Need for Speed Carbone, that was actually a very hard game with the end boss. I had friends, they had like 300 to 400 tries with the end boss and couldn't get it. One of my friends said, I get €10 if I can beat the end boss for him. And I tried it so long till I get it, but I only got it because I dived into him and I think I took him out or something like that. The end boss was ridiculously crazy, yeah. So a lot of people thought it was very difficult.
Carbone was the Need for Speed where you was on the mountains, right? Like
the end boss was the guy with the R8, the red R8.
Yeah,
Audi R8.
I only know like you have Mustang and these kind of cars, drag racing, and
You were in the
I
mountains.
think like canyons, drifting, and it was hard. Yeah, I think
and
it
the end
was
boss
hard.
was also in the mountains. Yeah, you were the passage in the mountains and then down it.
Yeah, it was hard. Yeah, but I
game.
don't remember if I finished it. Actually, I cannot say. I just remember Most Wanted, the Mitsubishi Evolution car. I love this car, so that's until today my dream car.
That makes sense.
Yeah, here in front, our building actually is one, so
really?
that's pretty awesome. Yeah,
Can I ask him?
Yeah, can I drive one round, please? And then later on, what the shit car?
Maybe.
Yeah. So, yeah. But, yeah, other than that, MMO.
For sure, yeah. Same. Do you have any questions left?
Yeah, one last question. In the open world, there are also NPCs which talk to you sometimes. Which is the most which NPC did you like the most to talk with? Or enjoyed watching how he is going his way in the game?
NPC or character in general, you mean, right?
Yes.
I mean, when I think about there has to be, it has to be World of Warcraft again. Sorry, but it has to be my favorite character, Arthas. Arthas.
Okay.
When you go into Lich King story, Arthas is the craziest motherfucker character ever. It's such a crazy character. Yeah, I think I'll go with Arthas. There are cool stories with other characters as well, but World of Warcraft, I think Arthas is the best character. What about you?
Good. What about me? I think if I think about Battle for Azeroth, then I go for Sylvana.
Yes, yeah.
The trailer was crazy, and I felt her like, let's fucking go for the horde. So yeah,
that was.
Then
that
if
was
you compare it
crazy.
to for the lion, I felt Sylvana way more. So
that's not a question. Yeah. I mean, Anduin is a shit jar.
Illidan is also awesome.
Also nice, yeah. Do you have one character out of World of Warcraft?
Yeah, I was trying to find someone.
I have one.
My first impression was Mario.
Well, okay. Yeah. Okay. Not a lot of evolution. I don't know the story. Could be there is one, but I'm not sure.
No.
My thing was games which I loved also playing was with a amazing character was God of War.
I go back. I kick World of Warcraft out, and I go for Naruto Shippuden or Naruto. I go into this direction, and
okay. Also
the NPCs of Naruto, the stories, and when you play Naruto Shippuden, I played it on PlayStation, I think, and I bought like 3 free expansion of Naruto.
No.
You're so in this game. You feel the emotion because you watch the movie. When the time he challenged Kuruma and he got his power and his mother saved him and helped him. Crazy moments, crazy times. So I go for Naruto.
Yeah. Also very good character and very good story. Definitely, yeah. Yeah. Perfect. I would say that's a very nice ending. Ending with Naruto Shippuden. I hope at some point a new game will come out for that because it was amazing.
New storyline is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. If you're still listening to this point, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We have an application in the App Store or Google Play Store. Type in Games Playground in the search bar, and if you want to meet new teammates, find new teammates, then this application is the right thing for you. And as always, the last words for this episode are yours, Stefan.
So we talked about many different games, and if you're looking for a specialty game to find teammates, then our application is the way to go. And other than that, Michael, nothing to tell. Thank you for your time, guys. And as always, we see us in the next podcast. See you guys. Bye-bye.